Hi friends, welcome to PSC Collegiate English. Today let us analyze TRB Polytechnic Lecturers Exam question paper of 2017. If we are going through the previous year question papers, we would get an idea of what sort of questions are asked during the exam. For the upcoming exam, we will also get an insight into how the questions are set. Also, analyzing previous year's question paper is a norm before you are going for any of the exams. So, without wasting any time, let us quickly look into the questions. I have just marked the answers on the question paper based on the previous answer key which was published in the website. So, in some of the questions, sometimes two answers are approved. In yet another video, I would be doing the insights that we get out of this question paper analysis. So let's quickly get into the question paper. Coming to question number 1, who said to whom the following? Talk of the improvement of breed. Why? The race we ourselves represent, the men and women, the old Anglo-Saxon race, are the best breed in the whole world. Answer is D. Sir Charles Adderley to Warwickshire farmers. Coming to the second question. What is the poetic device used by writer in the following stanza of the poem? Herod in judgment sits, while I do stand, examines me with a censorious hand. I him obey who all things else command. So the poetic device is asked. The poetic device is resonance. I would do a detailed analysis of the question paper in yet another video where I would be discussing all the options also. Sometimes questions might be asked from the given options. This is also yet another norm. This is the way in which I studied and cleared for UGC NET and also for UGC NET JRF. That is, first of all, if you are looking at the previous question paper, you must study, you must give importance to all the options as well, because in the next paper, sometimes questions might be asked from the given options. Coming to question number 3, who said, if an author chose to write comedy, for example, he knew that his characters must at least to some degree be placed at a distance from spectators' norms. So this particular quote is given by Wayne C. Booth. Question number 4. According to S.T. Coleridge, a poem is an organization of various parts. What are they? So what are the parts of the poem? Answer is medium, substance, verse and diction. Dithyrambic means lyric. The churchyard graves may contain the remains of a person who has the ability to become a poet. Some mute, ignorous Milton. So, this line is taken from Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. Coming to question number 7. Dash is the lunch of the Queen of Egypt. The options given here are not relevant. That is why answer is not provided in the answer key which was published in TRB website. Coming to the 8th question. Which is called as the sister of Fair Quiet by Andrew Marvell in the poem The Garden. Answer is Innocence. 9th question. Blake says in My Pretty Rose Tree that rose trees dash were his only delight, thorns. Which place is described as the loveliest village of the plain where health and plenty cheered the labouring swain? Auburn. In the deserted village, the very first line starts with sweet Auburn. So, Auburn is the village. Coming to question number 11. Browning's Men and Women was published in 1855. Please note, whenever TRB conducts an exam, they give so much importance to the date and year when the works were published. So, in most of the question papers which I have gone through, the year of publication plays a major role. Coming to question number 12. Which one of these characters does not appear in George Eliot's Romola? It's Mercutio. Coming to question number 13. Rugby Chapel is an elegy by Matthew Arnold that commemorates his illustrious father. His father was the principal of Rugby Chapel. Question number 14. Who narrates the story of Treasure Island? It is Jim Hawkins. Coming to question number 15. Which novel set in Florence is one of least popular of its author's work? It is Romola. Coming to question number 16. In the poem Where Lilacs Last in the Dooryard Bloomed, Whitman addresses Lincoln as, "O powerful western fallen star." You see how similar the A, B, C and D options are. So we must be very careful while studying poetry. You should know the exact word that the poet used. Coming to question number 17. Of a wild lake with black rock bound and the tall pines that towered around. The lake mentioned in the above lines is Virginia's Dismal Swamp. Question number 18. Emily Dickinson's poem This Is My Letter to the World has received special attention from critics because the answer is it has relevance to her career as a writer. Question number 19. What poetic device is used in the fire ran and burnt it all up but the wall? It is personification. Here fire is compared to a person. Whenever something is compared to a living being, it is personification. Coming to question number 20, Emerson states that both nature and scholar's spirit are eternal, like the circular power. 21. The most important differences of speech within a community are due to differences in, if I am right, it is a density of communication. Density of communication. Coming to question number 22, a phonological system of a language should include rules for sound interaction and inventory of sounds and inventory of sound features. So the option is all of above. Coming to question number 23, there are 2 active learning skills and 2 passive learning skills in language. So speaking and writing are active skills. Okay. Coming to question number 24, there are dash sounds in English language. There are 44 sounds in English language, including vowels, consonants and diphthongs. Coming to question number 25, systems of writing which use a symbol for each word of spoken utterance are called logographic writing. Logo, which means word. Coming to question number 26, identify the greatest poem of Middle East alternative revival, that is Pius the Plowman. What makes the world a mere wilderness according to Francis Bacon? The want of true friends. That it is impossible to love and to be wise. Identify the writer of these lines. It is Francis Bacon. 29. What is very important during the course of travel? Maintaining diary of events. Question number 30. Which love, according to Bacon, corrupts mankind? It is wanton love. Lamb's grandmother lived in a great house in dash and she died of dash. Lamb's grandmother lived in a great house in Norfolk and she died of cancer. Coming to question number 32. Charles Lamb's attitude towards a woman's display of fine set of teeth is repulsive. 33. Catherine admits that her love for Linton is like foliage in the leaves. Her love for Heathcliff is like rock beneath. It is from Wuthering Heights. Jane Austen was compared to Shakespeare by Macaulay for her multitude characterization. Coming to question number 35. According to Hazlitt, dash is the only tragedy which Shakespeare has written on a love story, Romeo and Juliet. Coming to question number 36. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. These are the famous opening lines in the poem of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Shakespeare has no heroes, he has only heroines. Ruskin means that Shakespeare's women characters are more powerfully drawn. Coming to question number 38. Miss Rebecca Sharp makes her departure memorable by throwing out dash the famous farewell gift of Dash Academy through the coach window. It is Johnson's dictionary, throwing out Johnson's dictionary, the famous farewell gift of Pinkerton's Academy. Coming to question number 39, Treasure Island is traditionally considered a coming of age story. Question number 40, sudden for 15 years, we who till then in thy shade rested as under the boughs of a mighty oak. Mention the figure of speech used in these lines. It is simile. Here the use of as. We all know in figures of speech when we are asked to find simile, we have to look for as and like. Here as is used. As under the boughs of a mighty oak, as. Wordsworth's phrase, a selection of dash language of men that made Coleridge raise his objection, includes the word real language of men. A selection of real language of men. Coming to question number 42, according to Aristotle, what is the principle of life element of primary importance in tragedy? Plot. Coming to question number 43, a prime teacher and leader of all these fine folks, and the foremost and most poetical of tragic poets, writes Plato in Republic Book 10, referring to Homer. Question number 44, its province is to bring about natural events by easy means and to keep up curiosity with the help of wonder. It is therefore precluded from the machines and expedients of romance. Who says thus about the goal of the novel? It is Samuel Johnson. Who is the author of the book The ABC of Writing? It is Ezra Pound. Coming to question number 46, the poem Adolescence deals with movement from adolescence to adulthood, loss of innocence, ignorance of the dangers of social scrutiny. It deals with everything, adolescence. Coming to question number 47, Stacey Cameron is an elder sister of Rachel Cameron of Lawrence's novel A Jest of God. Question number 48, Democ killed Oromol by pulling him off the top of dash tree in Dance of Forest. Araba. Coming to question number 49, the two spirits in the dead and restless, seduced by forest head, are invited to take part in dash in the play of A Dance of the Forest. So they are asked to take part in the play called Gathering of the Tribes. In the Arrow of God, Boudica converted to Enebu's cause, that is by feigning an illness of short duration, and second, pronouncing that this was no longer the work of a Zulu intended as a warning. Okay, let me repeat it once. Question number 50 is, in Arrow of God, Boudica converted to Ezilo's cause by feigning the illness of short duration, and also by pronouncing that this was no less a work of Ezulu intended as a warning.